Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great. I hope you got your packet this week for Kidspiration Club. You've got all the stuff you need to do crafts, and you've got a couple of worksheets in there, and those will be also mailed to you as we go forward. So we're excited about this and hope that you're watching Scooby-Doo and the Mystery of Moses with us so that you know what's going on. Remember our memory verse, Deuteronomy 3:22. You must not fear them, for the Lord your God himself fights for you. Really cool memory verse. Hope you are working on it and memorizing it. Now, last week, Mr. Moses had a big problem with the Yo Mama Llama, but I hope that Scooby and the gang can find out the mystery and figure out who is the Yo Mama Llama. All right, so let's sing a couple of songs and then we'll get straight to the video. Have a great week. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong, they are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me, yes, Jesus loves me, yes, Jesus loves me, the Bible tells me so. There's a Sea of Galilee, there's a Sea of Galilee, there's a sea, there's a sea, there's a Sea of Galilee. There's a boat on the Sea of Galilee, there's a boat on the Sea of Galilee. There's a boat, there's a boat, there's a boat on the Sea of Galilee. There are men in the boat on the Sea of Galilee. There are men in the boat on the Sea of Galilee. There are men, there are men, there are men in the boat on the Sea of Galilee. There are hands in the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are hands in the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are hands, there are hands, there are hands in the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are nets, there are nets, there are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the Sea of Galilee. There are fish, there are fish, there are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat on the Sea of Galilee.
Where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretending you got silver. You're not human being, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shimmer. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. We can count on you, Scooby-Doo. I know you'll catch that feeling.
Well, gang, this is the place.
Shaggy, will you put that book down and help us look for clues?
Like, I would love to, but I'm not looking for ghosts.
Nuh-uh, me neither.
What even is that book? You don't like to read.
It's a book about the best place to eat in Nashville. Look at this one, Scoop.
Yum.
Alright, come on you two, let's get to work.
I would love to go, but there's a pizza place calling my name down the street. So, Scoop, come on.
Not so fast, Scooby. We need you here to sniff for clues.
Aw, I want pizza.
What about a Scooby snack?
No.
What about 2 Scooby snacks?
Okay.
Well, you know what, Scoob? You stay here to sniff for clues, and we'll go talk to Mr. Moses about this mystery.
Leave! You all need to leave right now. I don't know why Mr. Cheatham thinks he can send people into my museum, but now go on, get
Mr.
Get out of here.
Moses, Mr. Moses, we're friends with Mickey Mayhem. She said you had a problem with this ghost llama.
Oh, okay. Well, see, it all begins a long time ago. 50 years ago, my father started this museum. See, with this hat, it belonged to Johnny Cash, his wife, June. Well, not actually to June.
Okay, we
but-
read the brochure. Okay, so we got it. I still don't get why you think the llama's haunting the museum.
Okay, so what happened was that Willie Nelson's sister's cousin one time brought a llama to the museum. And I thought, this is a great thing for our petting zoo exhibit. We didn't have a petting zoo exhibit, but I thought the llama would be the first thing that started it. But then the llama got a hold of Kim Kardashian's rubber chicken, and it ate it. And then it was like, and it just started choking, like llamas do. And then it just died right there. And then Willie Nelson's sister's cousin, she was like real mad. And she was like, hey, yo mama. I won't even say what she said, but she said something horrible about my mama. And they say the ghost of the Yo Mama Llama haunts this museum to this day.
Mr. Moses, yeah, we do understand, but you said something about this Mr. Cheatham earlier. What's that all about?
Well, Mr. Cheatham's the manager of the bank, and he claims that we owe him $1.6 million, but all our payments are up to date. I don't know what he's talking about. But he's going to try to close the museum. I think he just wants the property. But more importantly, this llama, it's haunting this place.
Well, Mr. Moses, we usually find out it's not actually a ghost, so there has to be a logical explanation for this llama.
Yeah, she's right. And Scooby is a world-class bloodhound, and he can sniff out pretty much anything.
Well, I wouldn't say world class. I wouldn't even say bloodhound.
Nothing in here. Ooh, a refrigerator. Oh, there's nothing in here.
Now, Mr. Moses, you were telling us about Mr. Cheatham, but can you think of anyone else that would want to shut this place down?
Only everybody in town?
I find that hard to believe.
No, it's true. Like I told Mickey, the man upstairs will provide. Just like he did for the Amorites, and he led them out of Antarctica and into the pickled land. But I don't know.
What did you just say?
I think what he's trying to say is the Israelites being led out of Egypt into the Promised Land.
He did that too?
Yes, because God always provides for his people.
He also provided them with manna and quail while they were in the wilderness.
He also provided them with water when Moses struck a rock.
Wow, that is amazing.
We can always have faith in God.
That's right, we can always trust God as a provider of our needs.
Exodus 19:5 says, "Now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, then you shall be a special treasure to me above all people, for all the earth is mine."
All this talk about food, where is Shaggy?
Where's Shaggy?
Yeah, and where's Scooby?
Guys, I searched this whole place and there's no ghost.
This sure is one weird mystery.